Where is the moment we needed the most?
All week long, I've had in my mind this idea that I learned on Shabbos from Rabbi Wanglin. And it's something that as soon as I say it, you're going to know this is true. And here's how it goes. Right over here is where you are. Right over here is where you want to be. So what's in the middle of those two places? What do you call that thing? That space, that gap. You know what he says? In that gap, that is pain. That's what it is. The distance between who you are and who you want to be is painful. I want you to stop for a minute and feel that pain, because it's something that we sometimes numb out to until we go to bed at night and think of all the things that we wish we would have done better. Now, I'm not here to make you depressed, not at all. But I want to make you aware of how incredible it is that we're willing to tolerate this pain. And most of us going through life with low-level depression because we're just not living the lives we know we could, the amazing lives we know we could. So here's how it goes. If you're willing to admit the truth about what's up there and who you can be, you have a few choices. You can either rationalize your behavior now because the pain is too painful, or you can lower the standard. You know, I don't have to be that great, and even if I compromise a little bit on my values, this is also good. You can do that, and you can just never become the person who you need to be. Or you can do something now, really now, and that is take a step. Take a step. Because the amazing thing is, when we're dealing with this kind of pain, this is an existential ache that never goes away. Even the highest person is always trying to close that gap. And the way it works is that the minute you work on it, hope fills you up, the pain subsides, and it gives you the courage to work on yourself more. When I heard this, I just suddenly realized there's so much more that I can do, and there's so much more happiness that people can have if we're willing to look at what is really going on with us. So this morning I met with a friend who had also been at that class and was ready to rock and roll and do the things that she knows she's ready to do. And I also took upon myself some things. And I learned something else that really is going to support my actions, and I want to share it with you. I learned this from Rabbi Schaefer in the Shmuz. He says that there's two parts to a person. Two parts you're aware of, which is your body and your soul. But there's a dimension to the soul that you may not be aware of. It's so high. And that's the dimension of the soul that deeply desires to sublimate the body. It wants to conquer the body. Every time you put the body in its place through discipline, the soul is in exaltation. It's so happy. You're more alive. That's when you're living. So actually, when we want to become the people who we need to be, who we can be, who we were born to be, it starts with the body and putting the body in its place. It starts with an action. It starts with a mitzvah. It starts with a phone call. It starts with putting away the things you know that aren't good for you. So that's where I am today, and I want to share that with you because I think there comes a time when we say, enough is enough. I'm not settling for subpar anymore. I know I can live an amazing life. God knows I can live an amazing life. That's why I'm here. And I don't need to be anything less than joyfully happy and alive. Take care.